Hi, Dia Irby here, your local community leader and real estate agent, here to introduce you to another neighbor, someone that's making a difference in your area, in the Bull City. Listen up and see what they have to say. Welcome to another wonderful person in our community. Today we are featuring John Ponce from Affordable Maids. Welcome, John. Would you like to say hello to the people?
Good morning. Hello. Thank you for having me.
I was so glad to find you and glad that you were willing to be featured on our community website where we highlight special people in the community. So tell us a little bit about your company. I know you started way back in 2013, and I'm sure you've been very busy keeping people's homes during and after the pandemic.
Yes, ma'am. So the business was established by my parents as a partnership in 2013, Juan and Anna Ponce. I have dabbled in and out of the business since that time. And then as of this year, I am the company's general manager and part owner at this point.
Woo!
So my background is actually in the financial industry, and I'm taking all the knowledge that I've learned from networking, from the finance world, and applying it to Affordable Maids for my parents so that we can get our name out there and meet people like you.
Perfect. Well, I know they're in good hands, and they're already thinking into the future of what to do with their business when they're ready to go on vacation.
Right.
So tell us, in the residential and commercial cleaning business, everybody has their ideas about what it's like or what it is. Is there a myth that you would like to just bust and say, everybody thinks this, but it's really not true?
I have two of them for you, actually.
Okay.
So the first myth is getting a cleaner is expensive, and it's not. When you hire a cleaning service, janitorial service, or maid service, what you're actually buying back is time that's going to be with your family, with your friends, for the weekends, because we already work 160 hours during the week. You have a 40-hour schedule. It's tough enough for families, especially working individuals that are in professional services, not only to keep and maintain that, do their networking outside of work, and then also maintain the family. They're focusing on homework and food. So when it comes to the cleaning service, we can package things, or most companies should be able to package things where if you want a specific need in the house, whether it's just the kitchen, or maybe it's an entire full service once a month, you can ask for those things and see whether or not those companies can be flexible with the type of cleaning service that you need for your family.
Ooh, I'm getting interested. So I'm buying more time.
You're buying more time, and you're buying labor. Because again, we all work hard, no matter what you're in. And labor is labor at the end of the day. And whenever you've already worked 40 hours to come back and say, you average 2 to 5 hours cleaning your house throughout a week, that's time that can be focused somewhere else. It doesn't matter whether it's recreation or to your networking business, whatever it is, that's time applied to yourself. So not only are you getting a clean house, but you're also buying that time back once a week or once a month.
All right. So you can sell us some time, and everybody wants to buy time. Excellent. Now, did you have a second one?
Myth number 2, and it's funny when people say that they don't believe this, but there are so many clients still using bleach as their all-purpose. And that's not a good thing. Now, no matter how much dilute your solutions, at the end of the day, there are products that are safe and unsafe for families that have kids, pets, and everything in between. So with Affordable Maids, we advocate plant-based products as much as possible.
So not only does it really get it as clean as you feel like, I grew up thinking that if you put bleach all over it, it's really going to be clean. But does it really clean if you're not using something like bleach?
So the bleach is going to be used for your heaviest of, I mean, we're talking about going into a gas station and you don't want to touch that. That's what that really is for. It's to really cut through grease, grime, mildew, and stains. But most clients, your houses are fine. You're maybe you have dust that's building up. You need a little bit of a shine on the furniture. There's not a lot of actual cleaning that needs to be done. It's a touch-up. And as long as you're maintaining the household, a general paint-based product that's eco-friendly is going to do the job and is not going to irritate you or any of your friends or your family along the way. So as long as you're maintaining the house, those plant-based products are going to be just fine.
Do you have your own proprietary formula, or do you get it from a source that sells plant-based cleaning materials?
We're always looking for different solutions because every house is a little different. We advocate Mayer currently because they are plant-based, an eco-friendly solution, and it's a common name. Everyone knows it. And unlike like the Tilex or the Clorox or Tides, those are great products. I'm not going to discount them, but they're just too strong, especially if you're maintaining that household on a weekly basis.
Right. Awesome. Well, that's good to know. And second question is, what are two terms that you use, or two, give us two things about your business that are inside information or interesting facts, like what percentage of people do hire cleaning, residential cleaning, or do you have any statistics? Or
honestly, it's spectrum. Like, I'm gonna go back to my first proposition that cleaning can be affordable for anyone. It's about what needs to be done and what are your do's and don'ts inside the house. So we have clients all the way from a standard income that they know exactly how much they're making per month, your social security providers, all the way through Fortune 500 companies. So it doesn't matter who, everyone needs cleaning. Just like how I wouldn't provide attorney information because I'm not an attorney. You would hire a professional cleaning service because you want the job done right. You want it done right the first time, and you want to make sure that it's done professionally. So by hiring a professional, you're going to get that clean that you just can't do on your own. When customers talk about cleaning their house, I mean, everyone does the normal. You wipe down the counter. You make sure that the room's vacuumed, and those are great standards. But getting to that nitty gritty, making sure that your moldings are done, or your
ceiling fans,
all those things, things that you don't think about touching once a month really does affect the cleanliness of your home. I'll give you an example too. I don't know if you're aware of this. If you don't dust, your energy bill is going to go up.
Oh, now see, that is an interesting fact. How is that?
When dust builds up into the household, it causes a penetration from all the filters inside the house. So if you don't, that's going into your filtration system. That's causing you to buy more filters, first of all, which is a small cost. But then if those filters are dirty and they're getting dirty quickly, that means it's taking the AC unit a lot more work in order to pump the AC into your house, which brings up your energy bill. So by maintaining that household once a week, you're going to essentially lower costs in your house as well.
Wow. So that is an interesting, you need to clean your house and it will lower your electric bill. That's
vacuum monthly. People don't vacuum because they think you're going to ruin their carpet, but actually you're ruining your carpet by not doing it because grime, dust, and mildew build up on those carpets.
So how often do you recommend that people do have just your basic home cleaning?
Once a month is a general standard, because again, everyone knows how to clean. Mom and dad taught you whenever you were young. You had your household chores you had to do. So we're not discounting that. But to get a professional clean, I would recommend once a month for the things that you just can't reach. If your ceiling fans are high up in the air or your moldings are just, you haven't hit them in a while, those are the things that, as a professional, we're going to take care of for you that you just don't naturally do from the things that you were taught as a kid or a young adult.
Mm-hmm. Well, the next question is, what are 3 tips for people maybe in between those cleanings? And you've already given us some. Don't use bleach and do vacuum and dust.
Actually, I'll give you the biggest one, your vacuum cleaner. Do you know that you can actually break apart your vacuum and change out the filters and actually clean out the insides, the guts of the vacuum? I guarantee.
And put it back together.
One little button but I kid you not, I've seen clients where the vacuums have never been touched. They have never actually been cleaned. And just like any kind of appliance, if you don't clean it, you're not cleaning. There is a filter inside your vacuum that you need to take out, wash, let it dry, and put it back in. If you don't do that, it's not actually picking up the microfibers or the micro dust that's coming out. It's being blocked by that filter. So the second tip I have is, if you actually repurpose your bottles, let's say, for instance, you want to make your own solutions, make sure you're color coding. I have seen so many times going into residents where they have miscolor coded, like they have a bottle for bleach, or they have a bottle for Windex, or they have a bottle and it's all the same bottle. And they tell me, John, I don't know why my window's streaky. I cannot get it to clean. Well, it's because you mix match your bottles. Very simple. If you see,
yeah, important. Yes, that's very important. So you can get your own spray bottles and mix your own stuff. Just make sure you label it.
Exactly.
Good advice. Good advice. All right, what do you really enjoy about your business?
So my parents had a really good philosophy going into this business back in 2013. Unlike some of the bigger companies out there that are looking just for that singular transaction and then they never hear from them again, we're relationship builders. We are founded on relationship builders. So all of our clients are once a month or once a week kind of customers, so we're building that relationship. We get to know. We've seen kids go from infants to going into like grad school, elementary school, going into middle school. So we get to see the families kind of grow up. We get to learn about the things. We get to hear about tragedies in the family and help them remorse and flowers. So the one thing I love is that we're unlike the other clients. We get to actually know your family. You're going to see the same faces over and over again. And that's one model I'm never going to shy away from with Affordable Maids. So
do you have, how many cleaners, workers do you have? And are you hiring?
We are definitely hiring. We're, just like any labor force out there, it's a little tough in the market right now to find employees. And we always advocate for a healthy work life. So anyone that's out there looking, we are a Monday through Friday. We only work from 7 o'clock in the morning up until about 3 or 4 in the afternoon, because we believe that everyone needs to and has a right to go home, sit down with their family, have a good meal, and have a balanced work life. So no nights, no weekends, for my crew at least.
Wow. Well, that's good. And you've been here a while, so since 2013, and you've seen the area change. I know in the market, I'm seeing new construction, and have buyers wanting to find something. And people, the market is very interesting right now. What do you like about this area, and what have you seen that are positive changes?
I'll give you a little more background about me. So I'm actually one of the very rare Raleigh natives. So born and raised in Fuquay, then migrated to Raleigh when I was really young and kind of never left in North Carolina. So I've seen little towns like Fuquay, which is like a one road community, turn into this great metropolis, which is awesome. Our part is transportation. Getting to and from places now is a little tough. But it's exciting. It's exciting to be a part of a growing metropolis. It's exciting to be a part of a growing business going in that direction at the same time. I was actually in a leadership program in Cary and learned that, like, just in Cary alone, there's only 3% of land left for residential development. There's only 7% land left to do commercial. So a lot of these small towns are now having to think about going vertical. That's all you can do. And
Right.
Those are pros and cons. By going vertical, that means there's going to be more opportunities for new businesses to have offices and suites and places to run their businesses. But then there's, the unfortunate side of overcrowding. So I think Raleigh and Cary, and great opportunity to see some great companies get developed and explore new opportunities through networking, just like this.
Right. Well, Durham is, I noticed on a survey that was done about the best and worst run cities in the United States, Durham was number 10 on the best run cities.
Wow.
In the United States.
That is amazing.
That is. This area is crazy great. And they just opened the 885 east-west connector to get from 85 to 147, so that people that work at the Research Triangle, do you know how many people are employed at the Research Triangle?
I don't actually.
60,000.
Wow.
That's like a whole city. Well, so yes, we're in this booming area, which is great for you because booming areas have more homes, have more commercial, because you do that as well, and they need to be clean. So thank you, John, for telling us about your business. I love your philosophy of the relationship and building community, because I'm all about building community, which is why I am seeking out people to feature on the website. And the best way to get in touch with you is on your website, Affordable Maids.
Yes, ma'am. If you just go to www.affordablemaidsnc.com, all of our contact information is there. You're going to get either me or my partners, mom and dad, on the phone, and we'll be happy to help anyone out.
Excellent. Well, we'll have all that in the information about your business. And thank you again, John. It was such a pleasure to have you. Wasn't that fascinating? We have wonderful people in the Bull City area. If you or someone you know would like to be interviewed, featured on this website, on the right side of the website, there is a place to click, Request to be Interviewed, and it will send me a message. You'll put some information in and I'll get right in touch with you. Until next time, see you around the city.